Hello, everyone. I'm back with another installment to the Oracle deck that I've been working with. And this is the Oracle of the Isles by Rebecca Caravalho. In my first recording on this, I spoke more about her, who she is, what she does, and I also put some links if you want to learn more about her. In the readings that I do for a collective type of thing, I always begin with the question of what does the group need to know or be thinking about today? What can help us on our path and on our journey? Just very basic, generic type question that leaves it really open. The three cards that I pulled today stumped me. They completely confused me. So much so I was going to put them back in and reshuffle. We've all done that, right? But I thought, no, there's a reason for this. I'm going to work with this and I'm going to sit on this for a little bit and see what I get. And actually, I got a pretty cool message from it, and I want to share that with you. The very first card that I pulled is opportunity, and it says, when one door closes, look for another one. Now, I'll tell you that growing up, I was taught that when God closes a door, the devil either opens another one or a window or puts a key under the doormat. That's cool. Another way to look at this is that if one door closes and another door opens, your house is probably haunted. So there's ways we can look at closed doors, but with the closed door, we've all faced this many times that we want something so bad and we pursue it, and it's just the door is just slammed in our face time and time again. And that really creates a hit against us where we take that very personally and we start to feel like we have failed. But that's not always the case. There are many things that we ask for, especially when we're working in manifestation and we're trying to make something happen. And we can, give all the I am statements and we can write affirmations until our fingers fall off, and still the door is consistently closed. And that's a hard thing to take. But there's a reason for that. Sometimes the things that we ask for, we don't get them because it's not in the right divine order. It's not in our highest good. It's not really going to help us because it can lead us in the wrong direction, or maybe that's just not what we need right now, and we haven't thought that clearly through it. So the door will shut. It doesn't mean that there will always be shut doors. It just means this particular door is shut. The second card, and this one says, it's adversity. And it says, it's the small things that matter the most. Growth can happen anywhere. So if a door is shut for us because it's not in our highest good or our best interest, there's a reason. It's not the direction we need to be going. And we will definitely take that as adversity, that it's like, these things are happening to me, they're happening against me. Why do I not catch a break? But it's the print on this card that it says, it's the small things that matter the most. And many times when we are pursuing something, we're trying to open a door, maybe we're overshooting it just a bit. And what I mean by overshooting, I don't mean that we're not worthy, nothing like that, but maybe we are overlooking the things that are all around us. We're trying to open another door when we haven't even explored what's in our own environment, what's in our own home, so to speak. And we've all heard sayings like, look in your own backyard. I've heard that, you'll find love in your own backyard. Well, I personally have been looking and there is no love in my backyard. I think there could be a dandelion problem starting to come, and I'll deal with that. But I don't find those types of things in my backyard. Or we hear stories or statistics that, a lot of people get a speeding ticket within 2 or 3 miles of their own home. So everything stays close to home. And many times we don't see that. We stop even looking there. We're looking elsewhere. We're trying to open a different door, a different path, a different opportunity. And we've not even explored the resources available for us. Why do we not do that? Why are we always pushing for something more? And this is where the third card, and this is the one that completely threw me off. And it's honestly the one I pulled a fourth card and I thought, I'm just going to do a little substitution. No one will know. But I would know. So I stuck with it, and now I think I understand the reason why. This is a beautiful card. It has a cow on it. Now, I live in Arkansas. Cows are really important. Cows and chickens. So I see cows. I can look out my back door, and looking beyond my yard that doesn't have love in it, I can look beyond into the next field, and we have cows everywhere. So this one is about nosiness. And this card reads, someone is sticking their nose where it doesn't belong. It's time to focus on your own shit. That's true. That is very true. Some of the greatest adversity we are ever going to face is the adversity that comes from other people. Not that they're fighting against us, but they're giving us their opinions, their ideas, and how we should live our life. In the last video I did, I talked about the importance of docking yourself, of being anchored into your own intuition, what you know to be true for you, and not be distracted by the other things that are out there, the other stuff coming in, that really take that time to focus on that. And that's where other people really play a role. We love them, we want to listen to them, and in the act of going along to get along, we take their opinions and advice a little too much. And maybe they're some of the ones that are encouraging us to seek other opportunities and knock on other doors and open things because they think that would be good for us. But maybe we just don't feel it. And that's where the adversity starts to come in. They're adverse ideas or opinions, and we're slowly taking those on, and they get us completely off track. Where this really plays a role, I know in my own personal life where it played a role, it happens when we're very young. And you see this all the time. You have kids that have their own passions, things that they really like, but that's not what their parents think they should do. So you have children that are pushed into sports, they're pushed into certain academic clubs, different groups, and the kids don't care about it whatsoever. And the parents can spend a fortune on all of the equipment and stuff to equip their kids for success. And the kids, their hearts just aren't in it. I mean, you can see it. And they're just trying to live their parents' dreams for them because maybe the parent wanted to be an athlete. And it's possible the child has great skill and ability. They're really good at it, but their heart's not in it. This plays out a role later when we get in high school, where we think about what comes next. We're going to go to college, and everyone jumps in to say, hey, this is what you should do. I remember that when I was first going to college, I was interested in archaeology because I love studying about different cultures. I thought, how cool. And I remember that I went to college and I met with my advisor and I said, I think I want to be an archaeologist. And my advisor looked straight across the desk at me and said, no, you do not. There's no money there. You don't want to do that. And it's about the money. And we make decisions for our careers based on the paycheck, but our passion isn't there. So a lot of kids are sent in these different directions because their parents or advisors say, this is what you should do because this is where the money is. The money is not where the heart is. And that is a time where people, they're sticking their nose in someone else's business where they shouldn't be. Now, I will absolutely say this, that parents have a responsibility to look out for the well-being of their children, and they want the best for them. Absolutely. And that's done through love. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's intent versus impact. The intent of the advice that we give others, and I'm just as guilty of this, the intent is one from love and caring. I don't want to see people make the same mistakes I make. If I had a child, I wouldn't, my goal would be for my child to be much, much more successful than I am. That's what we all want for the people that we love. But sometimes what we don't stop and ask them, what do you love? What's your passion? What do you want to do? And that creates a dilemma sometimes. So the reading today is, again, opportunity. Sometimes the door closes because it's not in our best interest. And sometimes the interests we are pursuing are those that are given to us or inspired upon us by other people. And the second is adversity. We face a lot of things in our life, different opinions, viewpoints, all kinds of things. Those create adversity. And in that adversity, the best thing to do is just stop and look around where we are, look at our environment and see what's all around us. What are we not seeing? Maybe the answers are right in front of us and we don't have to seek the opinions and advice of others because it's right there in our backyard. And then the last thing is the nosy card. And maybe that's a card for each of us more than things being directed to us. But are we being responsible in the people that we are advising? Are we stopping first to ask them, what's important to you? Where's your heart? Where's your passion? We've heard the expression, follow your bliss, follow your bliss. But do we actually do that? Do we encourage other people to do that? It's something to think about. Anyway, thank you so much for your time and have a beautiful, beautiful day.